Hi, I'm back. Okay. As I was sitting here cutting this out, I forgot to mention that I do cut it out with a regular pair of um, just paper craft scissors. I would not uh, worry about cutting this out with fabric uh, scissors because it would probably dull your blade. Um, as I continue and finish cutting my tracing out of the patternees, I also wanted to let you know that the inspiration for the modest swimsuit that I am making for me and my daughter comes from Olivia at freshmodesty.com. I was looking online to just buy a modest swimsuit, or even I didn't know where to start really, and I just happened to come across her ebook. She has an ebook that will tell you how to draft out everything. I bought her ebook and I read it. I am just not that advanced yet. I've only been really sewing for about a year now. So, but I do read her blog, and it is so inspiring. Let's see here. I also wanted to tell you that the patternees right now, I checked it this morning on eBay. It is a 50-yard bolt, and I'll show you mine's not 50 yards anymore, but 50-yard bolt for $101.93 with free shipping and handling, which is $2.03 a yard, and that is so worth it to me, because then I don't have to worry about ripping up my patterns and worrying like I used to. Before patternees, I was cutting out every single size and copying it to felt, and that was such it was a lot of work. And now I'm very, very sorry, but I cut up all of those patterns. At least it was probably only 4 or 5 patterns, but still 4 or 5 patterns, every single size. That is a lot of work. So this saves me tons of work, and I can still eventually, if I want to, I can sell the pattern again, and whoever else buys it, they can have every single size that they need. I also have a stash of all these extra pieces, extra big pieces, especially since I do children's t-shirts and things like that. Also, if I get a new pattern or a pattern I haven't traced yet, because I believe her name is Noah's Lady on eBay. She has a ton of these quick sew patterns for very, very, very cheap. She's in Canada, I believe, and I just finished buying quite a few patterns from her, like t-shirts and track suits for my son, and just odds and ends, basics for the kids, because I want to be able to sew everything for them. But I have a drawer full of odds and ends pieces. But okay, I'll pin this one on later because I'll have to rearrange my fabric, since this is 60-inch fabric. And for swimsuit, according to Olivia at Fresh Modesty, I went by her advice and got the 80% nylon, 20% spandex 4-way stretch. There's sideways stretch and lengthwise stretch. So that's what I did. And also, when I am about to cut out a piece, I put it on my, what do you call these? The quilting rotary mats. This is my best friend here. For straight edges. For curved edges, I do not use my rotary. It ruins my mat. If it's a straight edge, it will go, the mat will be self-healing like it says, but as soon as you start doing curves, it ruins your mat. I have a few gouges here and there. They're not too bad, but there's one here that will not heal because I used it once for a round neck, I believe. So I do not ever use it for anything but straights. Like right here, I would use it right here at the bottom of the seam, or the bottom. This is a sleeve. I would use it here at the bottom, and then I would cut out everything else. I wanted to show you that I do not use very many pins. Number one, I'm afraid that I may snag this fabric. I'm not sure if I will or not, but I don't want to. Just trying to be cautious. And also, I don't, like I said before, I don't have that many pins. I thought I did, but I don't. And it's just a hassle. It really is, to pin every single square inch. As long as you can cut a straight by either folding it down, I mean, and especially in knits and this stretch material, I find it very, very forgiving. If you sort of go a little in, or have too much on the side. I mean, we're going to be using a serger anyway, so these patterns are just, I use just as a guideline to what I'm supposed to be doing. I do try to get close to the corners, especially these weird pointy corners. But okay, I'll really fast show you. I mean, you have to make sure that your mat is underneath, or you'll ruin your table, and etc., etc. But I just go along. Straightening it out as I go along where there are no pins. And I really can't use any more of this fabric, so I'm going to go ahead and just straighten it out. And then I can take this little piece and go ahead and cut the rest out. So on my next video, we're going to start serging, or start setting up the serger. So I will be back.